Mark, I mean, you're clearly unhappy. It's the refereeing decision, so we'll start there. We'll start with the penalty. Clearly you're unhappy with that.
I think the first thing is it was a lottery of a game with the weather. And there was only one person today that I thought wanted to be the star of the show, and that wasn't any of the players. It was a battle. Both teams scrapped. For me, it's 0-0. And the referee decides to give a penalty, and it's just, when you see it back, if that's a penalty, there is 50 penalties in every game of football up and down the country. So he's changed the course of the game. We then react. But bearing in mind we score from Jarvis, it's onside. It's clearly onside. Get that rolled out. We then score. We'd have been 1-0 up, wouldn't we, if Jarvis' goal gone in? We then react, equalise, and it's just a toss of a coin. The second goal is we've not had one penalty this season. Full credit to our players, full credit to our supporters. It's a game that we shouldn't lose. It's not a penalty, and we should score from the disallowed goal.
Have you had a chance to speak to the referee?
Not yet.
About now?
I've got another 10 minutes yet.
Are you planning on doing so?
Yeah, I'll be calm. You know, we're all human. But you know what you do want is them to put the hand up and say, "Sorry, I've cocked up," because that's what decent people do. But there we go.
It was a bit of a... I mean, all sorts happened, really chaotic. You had the weather, which you said already affected it. You had the incident with the roof of the stand as well.
Yeah, but listen, I think when the game and the weather's like that, you want the game just let it go. Let the game flow. Stop blowing your whistle. We could have been playing for 300 minutes today. There was that many fouls. Just let the game flow. The supporters are freezing. It's the last Saturday before Christmas. Let them watch the game. It's not about you. Just let the game go. And then he has to intervene and make two horrendous decisions.
The incident with the stand, which led to the game being stopped, can you kind of, from your perspective, what happened there in terms of the communication, what was said at the time, and then what happened sort of afterwards?
What do you mean?
As in, kind of, what was said at the time when we first kind of made aware that the match was being stopped.
Well, I think the way the world is now, health and safety and all that, there's a toenail out of place. We're all going to hell in a handcart, aren't we? So yeah, there was a bit of paper blowing in the wind. It's the first time I've ever seen a game stop for the ball hitting a teacup and then giving the ball to them to cross the ball in our box. So yeah, it's been a real fun day. I think the big winner in all this is our fans. Tremendous turnout for so late, close to Christmas, and the weather.
And there were plenty of bright points as well. In particular, Kofi Shaw with that goal as well, his first goal for the club, and a great finish as well.
Yeah, Michael Smith hit a great strike that looks like it's going in. Listen, there's no team deserved to lose the game today. The referees decided the game.
And just on kind of where you are now going into Christmas, you're still in touch with the playoff places. I mean, for the first kind of half of the season, you must be pleased with where you are at this point.
We've got a bit of work to do. We need to sign a couple of players. Myself, the chairman, we're working really hard to get value for money, and I'm sure there'll be a couple of additions before Boxing Day.
And Boxing Day, Easterly are the visitors. That's another tough-looking game.
They're all tough, mate. Every game's tough. None are easy. I've never had one.
And and then obviously onto Forest Green after that. I mean,
That's an easy one, isn't it?
And then just your reflections on the year as a whole at the moment.
Brilliant year for the football club. Stable ownership came in. We restored a bit of pride. We just want to keep going. We can't compete with the top teams. We know that, but we've got a bit of spirit. The club, fans, players, and we want to keep going, keep building.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mark.
Thank you.